Hello, and welcome to Street Aesthete. This is the show where we explore street view coverage of noteworthy locations, looking out for beautiful architecture and stunning scenery, while I amuse myself by remarking on what we see. You rejoin me in the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv, and so far we have just been blown away, if you go and take a look at the first episode, by the sheer density of amazing architecture, much of it neoclassical. And we've just been enjoying walking down barely a couple of blocks of streets in this city and just marvelling at it. It really is a place with an absolute wealth of beautiful architecture. I'm just going to reiterate something that I said in the first episode of this exploration, which is that I am not here to talk about current affairs, politics, military affairs, anything like that. I am not here to discuss conflicts between nations. I'm here simply to admire the street design, the architecture, and I suppose the general vibe of a place. I hope that doesn't make me too sort of voyeuristic or frivolous, but this is an amazing city that I would be very keen to visit at some point when that becomes possible, because there is so much to see here. We've got a lot of this neoclassical style architecture. Some of it, in fact, probably a lot of it, built during the 20th century in Soviet times, but some of it perhaps may indeed be older. I wouldn't be surprised if this building here was older, although I could be wrong about that, because of course this city has a long and storied history and has, as well as a history of being a Soviet republic, at other times been part of the Russian Empire, which is well known for its great neoclassical architecture as well. So there's a lot of different architectural influences to enjoy here, and we'll just stop to remark upon the really fantastical arches on these windows here of this particular facade. We've got the neoclassical columns on either side, but then I would say there's perhaps something of an Ottoman influence, perhaps in this arched shape that we see here. We're of course just across the Black Sea from Turkey, which was the heart of the Ottoman Empire, and so I believe that at some point this city may well have been under Ottoman occupation. Correct me if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. And just what an incredible street we've got here, with this whole row being occupied by one single building, all of it cohesive. Wow, it's almost as though, anywhere I turn the camera for coverage is just a fantastic street scene. This truly is the street aesthete's dream. This is the sort of thing that I'm all about on this channel. If you're enjoying the music that you hear on this channel, by the way, then go and take a look at my first channel, which I'll link to in the description. That is where I upload all of my original music. Even the newer, kind of less decorated buildings are covered in interesting features. We've got these little these white parts picked out just in paint, I think, or are they actually blocks? I think they might just be brick that have been painted up. We've got this little turret on top here, and I'm just going to glance at the map. Yeah, I think we probably want to end up at some point at the Golden Gate, so we shall head in a westerly direction for the time being, and I'll just take a moment to turn around. And gosh, I mean, it is incredible, this whole block seeming to be occupied by one structure, which by the looks of it is the Pinchuk Art Centre, that is, and supermarket. Yeah, so it's not just one a single-use building. It's occupied by lots of different things, but yeah, it really is amazing actually how this whole block is just one aesthetic style. And then we've got something that is looking almost Byzantine, perhaps. We haven't got the sort of I'll take that one back. We haven't got the characteristic red and white alternating pattern that we see in Byzantine architecture. This I think is Romanesque. I think that's what we would call this. But yeah, a very dignified edifice there. Just loving this street. The rows of poplars down the middle and the side here. And in fact, what a great bit of street design here. We've got this pedestrian section down the middle so that you can walk across this long boulevard. We've got this very attractive railing here, painted in the colours of the Ukrainian flag, of course. But I say attractive because in the previous episode that I recorded of Street Aesthete, we were looking at the German town of Freudenberg, and I commented on a bit of railing that was around a pond there, and how kind of boilerplate uninteresting it was. But here we've got a lot of effort has gone into having these interesting patterns in the railing here. And, it just gives the place a real sense of vibrancy and of creativity. It's small things like that, having interesting patterns in your railing, I think that make a big difference. And just love the way that the sun is hitting this building here. It is looking like a humongous neoclassical wedding cake, isn't it? Just wonderful. Oh, yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Tons of decoration here in the facade. Lots of this lovely stucco around the windows, but all brick surface, which is interesting. It looks as though this building may be currently under repair. Looks like it's a bit of a building site. I wonder if there are any other dates coverage here. We've got an older date, so we can see it before it was being worked on. Yeah, just lovely. I think I prefer the sunny coverage actually. Really just brings out the extra shadow around that's what it is actually. That's what makes this so eye-catching, so appealing, is the way that the sun is creating the shadows around all of these different layers of ornamentation. Yeah, really, really stunning building. Absolutely gorgeous. And then on the other side, I wonder if there's any coverage in this boulevard pedestrian part in the middle. Nope, seems not to be. And don't need to be seeing other dates just at the moment. We'll go for maneuverability in our coverage. And lots of colour variation here. And then we come to this cross section where we're going to be able to see, hopefully, great buildings in every direction. Yeah, what a place. Take a look at this. Wow, this great edifice over here, towering over the street. Just an amazing place. Really, clearly one of the underrated European destinations. Not that anyone, I think, is going to be travelling there just at the moment, but in the future, I think that this undiscovered gem might well be at the top of people's lists for places to visit, or at least it certainly deserves to be for its architecture. I'm just going to take a moment to peruse the map, I do want to take a look at the Golden Gate, the Great Gate of Kyiv. So we'll go perhaps one more block and then head east. Yeah, lovely sunny coverage here. And looks like it could be a very beautiful park to walk around in. Lots of trees there to enjoy. All right, let's head in to the next layer off the main boulevard there. Down this shady side street. Shady, not in the sense of sort of seedy or anything untoward going on, but shady in the sense of there being some lovely sunshine that we are sheltered in the shade from in this lovely May spring coverage. Beautiful chestnut trees and a beautiful neoclassical facade. Wow, it just never stops, does it? It just never stops in Kyiv. Forgive me if I sometimes pronounce it Kiev or Kyiv. I'll often revert to the name for the city that I grew up calling it. Yeah, really nice that there's all this greenery here. Just a little bit of extra decoration. And again, we've got the effect of the sun creating extra bits of shadow around the decoration, the ornamentation on the facade here. And just having these two right next to each other is just wonderful. And then more, it continues. Yeah, just a stunning street scene. Well, I was going to head towards the Golden Gate, but we'll go and take a look at this rather large, imposing edifice over here. I think I first became aware of Kyiv through Emerson, Lake and Palmer's album Pictures at an Exhibition, which is, of course, if you're familiar with it, inspired by the Mussorgsky piano piece of the same name, Pictures at an Exhibition. And one of those pictures is of the Great Gate of Kyiv, which is one of the sort of recurring themes in the piece. And so anyway, it's going to be interesting when we come to it to see the building that is its namesake. And yeah, just quite an impressive plaza we've got here. I love the symmetricality of these two buildings here, framing this, which I presume could be what are we looking at here? We haven't even got into photospheres yet. I thought it could be a theatre, but it doesn't make sense for it to be a theatre with all these windows. More likely a hotel, or perhaps this was, if we see the Soviet star on top, it could well be that this was one of the apartment blocks for the higher uppers in the Communist Party. Amazing, really amazing street. It's a shame not to be able to see this building here. I wonder if there are any other views of it. Okay, here we go. And yeah, as it turns out, perhaps it wasn't really such a shame that we weren't seeing this. It's one of the less distinguished buildings on the street. Although that said, taken as a whole, the cohesion here of this long block is very appealing. We've got again this kind of creamy colour and the darker brown stonework here, which is very lovely. And actually, quite like those doors. We won't dwell on that for too long because there are so many other wonderful things to see here. We'll head back to the coverage that we were on, which was a little bit brighter, perhaps. moving a little bit slowly through the coverage here. So I wonder if we might jump. Yeah, why don't we jump to this street here and head towards the gate. So we were on this street previously, and if we look this way, not quite seeing the gate just yet, so we'll see as we approach it. Perhaps it's better approached from a different angle actually, but look at the decoration on top here. These very ornamental Baroque, those gables up there. You know, every time I say gables, I have a sort of a Pavlovian reaction, which is that my wife often laughs at me when I talk about how much I love the gables on this or that building, and so she often makes fun of me for that, and so I kind of have this internal cringe whenever I mention gables. But anyway, this is the Street Aesthete channel. We are here to talk about and admire gables. If you're not here for gables, then you're probably on the wrong channel. Yeah, there does come a point, you know, at which you can only discuss all of the neoclassical buildings that we see for so long, because you're just kind of you reach a saturation point where there's just so much to look at, and it's the sort of place where, you know, you really want to spend a week just walking the streets of the place, taking in the atmosphere, enjoying the buildings. And it makes me wonder, you know, why am I so much more impressed with these streets than I am with the streets of my own capital city, London, which is where I live? And I suppose partly it's a matter of familiarity. There's certainly that, you know, I've lived in London my whole life, and so I'm very familiar with how it looks. But I suppose the other thing about it is just the way that, whereas in London you'll see here and there an older, well-designed building, but so much of it suffered in the bombing campaigns of the 1940s that it had to be rebuilt and replaced with newer buildings in different styles. And so you don't get the kind of street cohesion that we seem to here in Kyiv, whereby you'll just get a whole street of neoclassical buildings. And you wouldn't get something like that in London. Of course, we also have in London a lot more red brick Victorian architecture, and so it's a different style. But you wouldn't see anything quite like this in London. It's just perhaps it's a bit of a Byzantine influence, the kind of red and white patterns. Perhaps it's just a little bit more kind of curliness, a bit more flair, whereas Victorian architecture in London is often a little bit more matter of fact, shall we say, whereas this is really quite exuberant. What a stunning building, by the way. Just wonderful, just really, really great. And well, going by the map, we should be coming to the Golden Gate. I think we're actually perhaps looking at the back of it here. Yeah, we're looking at the back. And we'll kind of circumnavigate it, come round to the front, but look at that turret there, really wonderful. Looking a little bit out of place, actually. We haven't seen anything quite like that. This sort of reminds me more of French architecture. And we'll make our way around. Can we get down this street here? Perhaps not. So a bit of coverage here. Reconstructed medieval city gate. Yeah, so this is not the same Golden Gate that Mussorgsky was inspired by when he wrote his music, which presumably is inspired by a painting. So I'm not sure who the artist of that would be, but a reconstruction. Yeah, is this Romanesque or Byzantine? I think this is probably more likely to be a Byzantine design. But yeah, monumental architecture. This is where we're going to leave Kyiv. I honestly could walk around the place in Street View for hours. There's more in this country that I would like to explore, so we will return to Ukraine, and I hope that you'll return to the Street Aesthete channel for more Street View explorations. And indeed, if you have been enjoying the music that you hear in this video, as I mentioned earlier, I upload all of my original music to my first channel, so take a look over there.